Last week was a pretty crazy week, but it kind of did what I thought I was going to do, at least the general market. I didn't know exactly how long the selling was going to continue, but I figured the selling was going to be pretty much over this upcoming or this last week. And it kind of was. Now, Blackstone is looking pretty nice. If the selling has subsided and it's back to the races and let's try to break out to a new high, then I would say Blackstone is poised in a decent position. If now we might come back down to this 127 down here and find some support at the 121 right here. But if this is the low at the 123, then I would be looking for us to break out of this last week's high right around the 29 area up into the and then try to break out above this 30. If we can hold the 30, then I'd say we're off to 136 up to eventually 144, which would be nice. Let's go on to KKR. Let's see if we see anything. All right, KKR. All right, look, from our trend line from here to here, we blew through it. This is September 20th, but then what was this? Yeah, that was Monday, where the market was just all the way terrible, but kind of came back. Now it makes sense that we would come back and retest the trend line. Let's see if we can hold this trend line of 1618. If we hold this, then this one would be not quite as nice as BX, as we're in a nasty little trading range. We've been in it since basically August 16th, really August 13th, where our last high was August 9th. So we were kind of bullish here, but then, market kind of tanked. So right here is finding some decent support at the 62. So I would, if it holds a trend line, look for it to revert and then try at least test this 64 again. BlackRock got destroyed. Now I thought we were gonna hold our like maroonish colors, but we did not. We came all the way down to the July low and retested that down to the 838. Now that would have been a great buy because you'd already be in $30. But let's see, we hit the okay. So this is the game that they're playing. This line right here, this you see, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, here's the low. Long term we bounced. The 236 having trouble. Now we broke above the 38, but we look where we got stopped basically at the 50 at 880, right? So if we can hold this 880, then we got to get above the 880. If we can hold that 880, then we'll start bullish and then try to retake our lines and then head back higher. So keep an eye on the 880 mark. Goldman Sachs is kind of like Blackstone here. I like it. It's just everything happened kind of like what the market happened. But we basically took out everything from August. So all the August fund was taken out. We closed our gap. Be careful on that. We might come back down to 382. However, I would say if we can get above this 395, then 418 would be next target, and then break out at 418 to the 480 or 428 to 431. TROW price. The whole market kind of crashed. As you can see, this is Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we've had some nice days. I wouldn't be surprised to see us kind of come back down to maybe this 209, 207 area and find a little bit more support and then off to 215 up to 220. Ooh, earnings are coming up pretty soon, next month. All right, Northern Trust. I mean, you see they're playing the game perfect of this right over here, the 100% down here as well. They broke above it a little bit, came back down. I don't know exactly where we would find some support right here. So wherever we find our support might all the way be down to 107. I would say maybe like the 108.20 would be some decent support. And let's try to take the 110.55. We can take that, then hopefully we'll turn this puppy around and retry to take out the May high of 123. But if you look at it, we are in a downward trend. We're making new lows, not highs. Bank of America this last week looked quite amazing for Bank of America. Yeah, Monday was terrible, but then it just slingshotted it all the way up to the high of this little range. So I would like to see what it does. Do we hold above this 50%? If we hold above the 50%, then watch out, 43. We are on our way. Let's talk to Chuck, kind of like Bank of America. Like, wow, if you missed it, you missed it. It, like, out of nowhere, some of our banks just came out of nowhere. Yeah, we're right knocking on the high of 76 or 37. If we can hold, if we don't really crash too far down, I'd be a buyer of the breakout up to maybe 78. If we can break out to the 78, let's try the 81. FAS, you'll see with FAS, it was quite crazy as well. Yeah, off to the races up to 129 as long as the market maintains its upward trajectory. CME, as if we can hold this 197.39, then this could be the turning point, and next target would be 206. Looking for it to go to 221.